Hello students, this is Miss Denise. Today I'm gonna present the words that corresponds to this cycle, which is called Wonders of the Sea. To identify and use words related to pollution and protecting the oceans to make predictions with will and want. Here in the pictures, you can see that we are explaining how much we have polluted the oceans. Here you have, unfortunately, a picture of how much trash people threw on the oceans. How can you help the ocean? There are many ways. You can use fewer plastic products, clean the beach, save water, eat sustainably, or use eco-friendly products in order to avoid it. What causes ocean pollution? How can we prevent ocean pollution? Think about it. Marine pollution. One of the biggest threats to our oceans is man-made pollution, discarded plastics and other residential waste. Discharge from pesticides and industrial chemicals eventually find their way into the sea, with devastating consequences for marine life and the habitats they depend on. Banana peels, plastic bottles, soda cans, old newspaper boxes, and broken toys are examples of the garbage people throw in the ocean. Sometimes big ships called tankers transport oil across the ocean. When they have an accident and oil escapes, the result is an oil spill. It hurts the ocean and everything in it. People can prevent ocean pollution by don't throwing trash in it or at the beach. They can also use paper bags instead of plastic because paper is biodegradable, which means that it breaks down and disappears over time. Bottles and bags made out of plastic are not biodegradable. Other problem is that when companies catch too many fish all the time, there are enough left to reproduce. That is called overfishing. Here, students, I want you to look at these pictures where I'm explaining how to make sentences with will and want. Want is the negative form of will. We use will to predict or to talk about the future. In affirmative sentences, we started by the subject pronoun, then the auxiliary will, and the complement. She will be late. In negative, we just have to substitute the word will by the word want, which is the contraction of will not. She won't be late. In questions, yes, no questions, we have to start by the auxiliary will. Will she be late? Yes, she will. No, she won't. Here comes this glossary. Drain, cause the water in something to run out. Entanglement, complicated situation. Threats, an intention of causing pain or injury. Waste, to expend with no purpose. We can use will to talk about the future, as I explained. The negative form is want, or which is a contraction or will not. For example, I will live in a big house when I'm older. She will have a lot of pets. Children won't go to school in the future. We will not drive normal cars. Questions. Will people live under the ocean in the future? Yes, they will. There will be underwater cities. So as you can see here, for the for the yes-no question, we have to use the auxiliary will. And for the information question, we have to start by the WH, where, how, when, why, etc., plus the adjective, plus the auxiliary will, and then the complement. Where will we live in the future? We will live in underground houses. How will people travel? People will use flying cars. In this guide, we have some exercises in the student's book and on the workbook. We are going to be working on that in the class. Here we have some links where you can practice the topic and learn more about it. And this activity is going to be evaluated. What are you going to do? First of all, la actividad deberá realizarse siguiendo el link compartido en la explicación de la misma. Tipo de nota expresiva. Especificar el medio por el que se debe enviar. Se enviará mediante Genosoft. Una imagen o pantallazo de la actividad respondida y culminada. Tu tarea, your task consists of solving the sentences by using will or want for future. Then you will have to send a screenshot of that to the teacher by Genosoft. You have to give it for A, the day 5, for B, the day 4, and for C, the day 5. Okay, students, this is all. See you next class. Bye.